Oh, hello. Hello. Right. So, today, KSP. Yes. I don't want it to become mostly KSP. It's supposed to be miscellaneous. It's just, I haven't really had much opportunity to test other stuff that I want to do. But there is other stuff. Today, there is another thing I would like to mention, which is hold on 1 second. There we are. Let me just quickly switch over. So like that. Look over here. You can see this is my first tutorial. Look, you can see. Look at this sentence here. If you can see that, you might not be able to see that because of chat. Hold on, there you are. Is that significant in any way? Hello, hey, phew. Hello, Kangafago, yes. You're here, stream title, KSP, aha. Hey, other stuff, eh? Interesting. Another thing. Oh, what is it? Oh! There we go. You've gotten it. Yes. For those of you who haven't still, my first tutorial, my first ever thing I uploaded, was uploaded on the 24th of June 2020, and now it is the 24th of June 2021, which means it's 1 year ago today. So, with that, let's switch over to KSP. Should be interesting. 1 year, congratsies! Congratsies, yes. Here we are. We have now gotten quite a bit of science. We've got just under 300. Let's see if we can unlock anything significant with that. Could get this, which are liquid hydrogen engines, which, I mean, we've already got some, but these might be, actually the walrus might be quite good. Liquid fuel, yeah. That might be interesting. This gives us tiny engines, basically. They could be useful. That is a bit too much, but we could save up for this if we wanted this. Alright, this gives us the big cryogenic tanks. I see. Okay. Advanced construction, give us more shapes. Oh, and the fairing, the protection thing, that could be useful. This also gives us space station parts. More fairings. And more universal storage stuff. Perhaps. Aerodynamic stuff. Advanced flight. Support fold, let's see. Oh, so it's basically just like a support foot, like a landing thing. It could be interesting. More RCS stuff. Lots of RCS stuff, in fact. This is... Oh, these are the other crew modules. Ooh. That could be interesting. Cargo storage and the ladder. The ladder could be really good as well. This has more stack decouplers, trusses. Trusses are useful. More antennas. Stuff like that, okay. We missed this one. Yeah, we can't get these ones at the moment. Cooling system, radiators. That's all okay. Okay, so... I think I'm going to unlock this down here, storage technology, because this gives us these universal storage things, I think universal storage things, which gives us containers, fuel containers, different ones that fit with that system, along with these ones, which are probably quite useful. Let's unlock that. We could get this one, which gives us the hydroponics module, but since we've not got life support, that doesn't really matter. Let's see, I don't think this, no, not that one. I wanted the other one, this one maybe. Service airlock, hitchhiker storage container. Maybe that one. I think this was star utility module, habitation module. Okay, I think it was that one, because that gives us the ladder. But we could go for the command pods as well. Okay, tell you what. Let's go for the thing that gives us our ladder. Okay, let's get that one, and we can get one more, I think. Yes. One more, that costs 90. These give us a lot of small engines, which could be really useful for small probes. Orbital maneuvering engine. Yeah, I mean, these ones have tiny amounts of thrust. And this gives us these things for, I think, colonies. And it gives us the shell, the airstream thing. Basically the fairing and lots of other fairings. I think we're going to go for the fairings at this point. Okay, let's unlock that. There we are. Hello, V'ger. Wow, hello. Tiny amount of thrust. Maybe that's good for rovers? Well, why would you want thrust at all with rovers? You've got electromotors. Hello, V'ger. VGR, at V'ger. Sorry, right. Okay, let's get building. So actually, no, let's first choose what we want to do. Oh, right, of course, we want to do a few hops with our Minmus lander, if I remember correctly. So let's actually do that. We would go over here. This one. Yes, let's do that. Let's fly that. Because that could get us a bit more science. So then we maybe could unlock some more stuff before we build our next vessel. Here it is, here we are. At the moment we're on Highlands. So let's just go, let's see, this is north, so we would be pointing north that way. So if we were pointing that way, that would be east, so we need to point this way? Right. Because I want to go to the lowlands over here. Right. Yeah, makes sense. Thanks. Today I found out that there are R34 models for Gmod. Well, I'm gonna go download the 6 GB I have on queue, and I'll be back. See you in a bit, about 10 minutes. Okay, sure. Gigabytes. R34? Is that to do with Star Wars? Oh, right. I get to know. Rule 34, isn't it? I don't think that's Star Wars. I think that's something completely different. I think Star Wars was Rule 66. Oh, right. It was separated. Right, so let's activate the engine down there. Let's need to extend out, because this actually has a nozzle that moves. And then I think I would like to... Actually, no, that should be fine. Okay, so now let's just try and see where we can get to. Give ourselves a little bit of thrust. Is this the way we want to go? Is it? Wait, which way are we going? No, we're going away from the sun towards the shadow side, so no, I want to go that way. For some reason that still confuses me a bit. Right, so this is the way we want to go, actually. Why is that so confusing still? Wait, so that's north. Okay. I don't know. I guess it's... It doesn't matter. Okay. So, at this point, let's just give it a bit more thrust. A bit more throttle. And as you can see, our course is changing. And I'll just go full throttle for a bit. And stop. And there we are. And of course, this probe core has only stabilization SAS, so it doesn't really work. We can't really tell it to hold retrograde, and then it does its thing. And that doesn't work. So there we are. Alright, it was separated. That's why I didn't see it. S gigabytes. Bye. Yee. See you in a bit. Try this. Ooh, you're accelerating. Hello. I've downloaded your kiln objects. Oh, Marky. Hello, Marky. I've downloaded them as well. Haven't used them as of yet, but they look great. Yes, they do. I have placed them. There we see Moho and Duna planets there. That's nice. We're coming for them, just not now. We're just doing a little hop, basically. We're still over Highlands. I think there are slopes as well. Midlands, which is a place we haven't been to yet. And Poles is of course also one. Yes, one. And Lowlands. And I think that's flats right there. No. Let's just see where we're going. So we're in Lowlands at the moment. Greater Flats. Okay, I see. I see how it is. Greater Flats, so now let's begin to decelerate. I want to get our vertical speed down as much as I can. At this point... Like that. I think that should be good. That got pretty close. Now we're just ever so slowly falling down. That's good. Because in this case, we want to fall down. In space low. We should also maybe try getting science while we're actually flying. Actually, let's do that. Perform all science. Oh, I think we've already gotten most of this stuff, actually. So no, we wouldn't really need to do that, because that can't be transmitted anyway. So we must have already gotten the science data while flying over this particular biome. Okay, let's slow down a bit. Probably a good idea. At least according to my previous experience. Okay, don't want to go back up the other way. Slow down a little bit more. Bit more. There we go. Bounced a little bit, tiny little bit. There we are. We have now touched down in Greater Flats. Yes, I can see why they called it this. Now let's perform all science. Ah, yes, this can be transmitted. Good, good, good. Was that everything? Okay. Let's see. Let's try and transmit this. Transmit data. Right. Highlands and lowlands. Greater Flats. Am I? Missouri? I also happened to find a ragdoll model I was looking for, and I didn't believe there was a source port of... Oh, there was a source port of... Clap, clap, clap. Only saw the model in MMD and Koi, but didn't know the source of it. MMD? I don't know what it is. But good, because I can use it in artworks now. Oh, good. Alright, Paradise, Great Flats. MI, Minnesota. I see what you did there. Right, so we've done all the stuff we can do here. So now actually, let's hop over, well, actually let's hop over back the way we came. No, not that way. That away, yes. Because I would like to do a quick hop over to the other sort of biome that's over there. That may... Alright, let's see if that gets us over. I want to get onto the lowlands, or whatever this is called. I hope that we can actually have enough fuel in here to land, because I'm not sure if that little sliver... You can't see that. This is a tiny little sliver still in here. You can see that little sliver there. If that's... I hope that's enough to land. But we do have this tank here, and the ones up here to land us if this does not work. But for some reason Gmod ain't find the model. Not sure what's the issue there, what the issue is. I did check, it has all necessary stuff. Yeah, well, I don't play Gmod, so maybe something's overwriting it. Perhaps. That sounds like something that could be the case. Okay, let's fast forward a little bit. Oh, we can't fast. Let's fast forward. Physics time warp. Still Greater Flats. Lowlands, there we are. Let's just wait until we're a little bit lower in the lowlands. Sort of there maybe. Oh, although that does look like a hillside, which could be a bit of an issue. Okay, so we're just about coming down straight-ish. Okay, there we are. Now we're going just about straight. Even more so than a few seconds ago. Let's slow down a bit more. Bit more. Not too much. Oh, there we are. Okay. Just stand, please. Don't fall over. Okay, there we are. Landed in the lowlands. Oh, don't, please. Okay. As long as it doesn't fall over, we're good. Perform all signs that's possible here. Okay, that's quite a bit. Okay, now transmit this. Don't want to retract the internet, because if we do accidentally do that, then we can't control it, basically, ever. Unless we have a satellite network that would give us the range. Okay, and that was everything. So now I want to go over to the... because these are the lowlands, I think there was another biome. Midlands, yes, Midlands. Haha. So I want it to go that away. So let's try that now. We are going the right way. Yes. It's going to be interesting to try to land this with the other engine, because we will not have enough power in this one to land it. Because, well, the tanks are empty. But to be honest, I thought we were only going to land on this bit anyway. So there's all just kind of extra fuel that we've got. Like bonus stuff. That should probably get us to Midlands, I would think. Okay, I'm going to use this to slow us down a little bit. However, you can see now we've literally only got 37.29 out of 6,000 LH2? What is that? Liquid hydrogen. There we go, liquid hydrogen left. So let's see if we can get to the Midlands. I would like to also get to one of the poles, if I can possibly do that. Because both poles actually count as the same thing, I think. This is being fast forwarded, by the way. Actually, we're moving this fast. But if we fast forward, we're moving this fast. Okay, we're about to reach our highest point in this suborbital trajectory. Now we're past it, and now we're going downhill again. Is this going to get us into the... It still says lowlands. Maybe we should use this to just give us a little bit more of a boost. To actually go a bit further. Let's do that. Let's just fire it in roughly around this direction. Let's go. There we go. That was that. Now let's decouple it, engage the other engine, and let's... Oh, now we're at Midlands. That's good. I mean, this might even survive the impact right there because of how slowly it's moving. Although, maybe not. I'm not sure. So this is the actual thing I wanted to land on. So let's extend the landing gear. There we go. I'm actually happy that we landed on that bit with all the boulders on it, because this doesn't seem to have the boulders. Oh, and there's carbon right there. That's Jewel and Brune, which is another system, I think? Another star? Okay, so we're over the Midlands, so might as well start decelerating now. Actually, no, there are boulders down there. No, never mind. There are boulders down there. And yeah, that's probably going to crash, if we're honest. Which we probably are. There we are. Look at the shadow. KSP must be doing some interesting stuff to produce shadows like that. Oh. Yeah, that blew up. That's okay. Descending. Okay. Oh, why is that moving so in that? Why is that moving in that direction? It's a bit odd. No, no, slow us down, please. Just like that, yes. No, not up. I don't want to. There we are. I'm not sure why that did that. I thought we were going straight down. Maybe we weren't. Yeah, I think this would have plenty of fuel. Probably even to get us back home, I'm guessing. But we don't need this to go back home. There we are. Gentle set down. We can actually turn off SAS at the moment, and it shouldn't flip over. Yes, it doesn't. Ah, the landing legs work. There we are. Let's perform all the signs here. Ooh, yes, that's nice. That is nice. Lots of stuff. Although we could do much more if we had people on board. Transmit data. Minmusat? Unless we have a satellite network? Maybe. Engine was about to ask whether the two poles count as the same. I think they do, yes. Maybe it only updates the biome if the craft's touching the surface. No. Landing gear. Zzz, clonk. Yay! Could you get it to the moon instead? That is probably going to take more energy, because to get back home, we essentially just need to slow down enough so that we can get in here, but we're on a different plane to the moon. And then getting a launch window for that, it's probably going to be a bit less good. But I do want to get to one of the poles now. North Pole, sure. Okay, so let's try for it. Let's quick save first of all. Yes. All right. And let's get going. That way, apparently. That's north. I'm not sure. I think it is. Yes, it looks like it is. And that is... Oh, that's actually too much already. That's getting us past the pole. That's interesting. Let me just slow ourselves down a bit, actually. So there, I'm guessing, might get us there good. Let's just try that. Let's fast forward. Good luck to you and your craft. Got it. If you're okay with it, I can post a pic of the model I was looking for in Intromisk. Buddy group for clothing is kept on. I mean, if there's like nudity or partial nudity or stuff like that, then I'd prefer that you wouldn't do it. But I don't know. It's. I haven't seen the picture yet. If you're not sure if you can do it, then probably don't. Okay. Nope. That's good to know. Yeah, if you want to. Okay. Let's. As King Frank says, there's just a lower feet and belly showing. Oh well, then that should be fine. If you want to share. Okay. Are we? No, in lowlands. Lowlands still. Midlands. Not sure if how well this will work. Should be getting to the poles quite soon, I would have thought. Good thing we're actually might actually turn the craft this way so we get more solar power. Oh, and we don't have any lights on the bottom. Poles, we're here. Okay, let's stop. Basically. And let's just go down like that. Good. And there you can see the moon right there, that little speck there. That's the moon. Okay, so we should land down there, preferably. And preferably also safely. These don't have lights, do they? No. Not even the face? Shreddies, are you going to pole land? Haha. The face, yes. Pole land. Probably am. Okay, we're getting lower and lower and lower. This is the first polar landing we've done. Do you think it's fun? The other planets over here, Duna, Moho. Okay, I think we should probably start slowing down a bit more at the moment. Oh, maybe we should land over there, because this might be a bit of a dip. And a dip here is really not good. Let's see, this is direct sunlight. Because if we get a dip, then the solar panels could just stop working. Oh, come on, full. Okay, slow down a bit more. Has it stopped? No? No. Oh, there we go. Ooh, that looked uncomfortable. Although, yeah, ooh, we've landed. And blocked by terrain. No, so we do need to go over to a bit. Okay, we need to go which way? I want to go that way? Yes, that way. Because I want to land on the hill, so we've actually got the sun. Because on the pole, that's going to be an issue. We've got plenty of fuel for this. I think that should be good. Let's see if we land it over there, maybe. Still, oh no, now we're on Midlands. That's not what I want. That's annoying. We're now on Midlands. I did not want to go to Midlands. I wanted to go to the pole. So, let's try going this way instead. See if it's already scanned this planet ahead of time. Well, yeah, this moon. There we are, now we're on the pole again, so hopefully we can land over there, maybe? That looks like we're going... Actually, yeah, that looks like it should be right. So... No, I don't. I didn't think we'd land up here. I didn't think we'd have this much fuel. I thought we can just land in the day. So, unfortunately, no, I don't have any lamps. The face, but no TD or under the belly. I kept everything on. Good. Shreddies, luck with the landing. Shreddies, fun. This is the most polar landing fun I've ever had. Yikes. Shreddies, you got illuminators on the craft, like lamps, like. You didn't say the last like, but sure. No, we don't. It's basically the fact. But yeah, there's still poles. So actually, if we can land over here, that should be great, because this looks like it has got sunlight on it, so that's all I'm asking for at the moment. Well, that and it being on the pole, actually. Like that, good. Now let's land. Should have a shadow somewhere, maybe. And let's turn a bit as well, so we're actually facing the sun at this point. Although, as we go around as we go around Kerbal, the month it will change quite a lot, because we're at the pole. So there you go. Slow down a bit more. There's our shadow. Or no, that's not our shadow. Where is our shadow? Oh, come on. No, not that way. Come on, this way. On like like that. Yes, there we are. Landed successfully on the pole. Ooh, look at that. We can see... Look at that. Over here, we can see Moon. We can see Carbon. Turn a bit further. We can see over there, that thing. That's Jewel, the gas giant there. Then we've got Brune there, which is a... Oh, there was another thing there, I think. Oh, Pol, which is one of the moons of Jewel. Brune is, I think, the another star system. One that I've added via a mod. Jewel, Brune, yes. Not seeing anything else there at the moment. You can, of course, see the sun, or Kerbal. As we look over here. Is there anything else we can see? What's that thing? That's just in the skybox. That's in the skybox. That's in the skybox. That as well. Yeah, I'm not seeing much else. Because we're not exactly on the pole. Some of the stuff will, of course, be behind the horizon. Okay, but yeah, sure. So now let's actually disable this engine, shut down, so that I can take a screenshot here if I want to. Perform all signs. Ooh, nice. And then transmit that science to Carbon. I am a bit concerned about how it's bouncing when SAS is off. Okay, well, I think I am going to take a screenshot here, just because of how nice this looks. Even though it's technically... Oh, look at the shadow! Look at that shadow, it looks like a monster! You can see the legs and the arms dangling on the side. If you look here, you can see the arms on the side and the legs there, and then you can see the head with tentacles coming out of it and like an apparatus like over here. Look at that! That looks like a monster, like from a 50s... What if we're not alone on the moon? Or, what if we're not alone on Minmus? Dun dun dun. Dun dun dun. Da da da. Already did that, good. Transmitted everything, that's good. So let's just leave it now. So you can see, we're at the pole. We're not on we're on the magnetic pole, I think, ish. Basically the polar region up here. Right, so now, so now let's go to the... Oh! Aha, we might be able to use this for something more. I've got this multispectral scanner, which is the thing that scans the planet for... I think it's height... Is it height data? Or biome data. Biomes. So we might as well get this into a... Since we're on the pole anyway, might as well get this into a polar orbit and just keep it running. Yeah, let's do that. That'll be good. Okay. Let's lift off. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Activate that. Let's go already. Let's go, let's go, let's go. And basically at this point, what I want to do is I just want to get into a polar orbit. Ooh, although maybe not that way. Maybe they go the other way. Because I want to go towards the sunlight for this to start with. Okay. Just accelerate, accelerate, accelerate. That's already 5 kilometers up. So once we're at around there, I'll wait till we're up here. And here I want to circularize. Because to make these... Look at that, we're leaving the surface behind. You can see the shadows of all the boulders and everything. Right. Because you want to do this in a polar orbit, because then as you're doing loops like this, the planet or moon will spin underneath you. And so you're going to get basically these stripes until you've got the entire surface of the planet. So, well, unless you line up in a really unfortunate way. But yeah, so that's how you set up these satellites, these scanning satellites, which is really useful. And I want to do this on the moon as well, because actually I want to get one that can scan for ores, because I would like to have a refueling station on either the moon or Minmus. Ideally, it would be Minmus, because Minmus has lower gravity, so I don't need to use up as much of the fuel that I produce there in getting it up to the spaceship that's parked in orbit. However, the Minmus isn't ideal because the orbit is on a slant, so that means I need to spend extra fuel for the encounters, because I need to slant, then go to Minmus, and then unslant, basically, and then go out somewhere. So that'll take up more fuel than if I just went and did it on the moon, because the moon, of course, isn't on slant. The moon is on the galactic plane. So there we are. We're on an orbit, which is actually, we could go lower. What's that? 14 kilometers, 13 kilometers. No, I'm fine with it. So here we are. We're pointed in such a way that we're going to get coverage of the sun on our craft. Let's point it up just for the sake of pointing it up, really. There we are. Good, good. Tell you what, if you fast forward a little bit, like that, then I can just turn SAS off, because it's not going to need it at this point. I will also disable the engine. Yes. And now I want to start this multispectral scan. Good. Analyze. Oh, that's already did that. So now if I get the scan set thing up, get the map. Is that the smaller scale one? What map do we? I think we want the zoom map. No, that's the one. That's not the one I wanted. This is the one I wanted. Right. So this is the multispectral one. Oh, can I switch them over like this? I think I can. Height 0. That's 0. Multispectral. Visual. Hold on. Map type. Visual, we've got at the moment. Oh, a little bit. Slope, I don't think we've got anything. Altimetry, I don't think we have as well. No, slope, there we go. No, not slope. I want biome, resource, or I don't think we've map legend. This is. What is this? It just says map legend. Oh, that. Oh, is that the thing at the bottom? Oh, I see. Right. So if we zoom in here, there, right click, you can see we're getting the biome map. So we can see. Oh, this is highlands, mountains. We didn't go to mountains, and we've got grass. Wait, what? Grassland? No, this is Kerbin. Well, that explains it. No, we need to switch it over to Minmus. That makes it much better. I was thinking, wait, what? Grassland or Minmus? No, we need to switch the map type to. I thought we had biome. Are we not getting anything here? Slope? Anything? No. Altimetry? I don't think so. What sort of stuff are we getting, actually? Visual. Is it just visual data? Why aren't we refresh map? Why aren't we getting stuff? Why aren't we getting... The thing is scanning, right? Stop scan, multispectral. Yeah, multispectral. So if I go over here, bring this up, map type. I think multispectral, is that biome or is it... Or is the multispectral one or? Resource overlay. Is, like, what sort of resources would there even be here? But no, we're not getting anything. Planetary overlay. I think it is biomap. Let's see, we can actually turn this on. What is this? Oh, that's that. And those are the settings. That's odd. Why isn't it showing us any of this? Why not? Can you tell me, maybe? We've got everything on except day-night, and we don't need day-night. Why is this not happening? Are we too low? We might be too low. Let's see. Ah, there we go. Scan status too low. There we are. We're too low, of course, so we actually need to accelerate a bit. That explains it. It would have been nice if I had seen that before. Anyway, so we need to be between 20 and 250 kilometers, ideal 70 kilometers. So it doesn't matter where we are. So we just need to get our apoapsis height up to about 70. There we go, that's 73. So we actually do need to go out this far. That explains it. Okay. So now we just need to do the other... Okay. Ooh, that might be an issue. We might not be able to... No, we should be able to do the other burn. Because we are going to lose control over it, I think. But I think we'll regain it before we have to do the burn. Yeah, I think so. But this one spacecraft has actually done a lot for us, hasn't it? If you imagine all the science we got from it, all of that stuff, and then in addition to this, landing on the different biomes, all of this stuff, it has done quite a bit. Okay, so... Okay. Let's see now. I want to circularize this. There we go, and stop. Right, so we're now well within the range that we need. So now if I enable it, start multispectral scan. Now, if I go over show the map, where are we? Oh, we're actually right at the edge. What is this? I think this is going to show biomes. Right? That's all, we've got biomes down there. Why do we... Why? Is this now working? Or is the altimetry data? Oh, maybe this thing requires sunlight. That could be the case. Visual? Biome? Let's see, does this require sunlight? Status idle. Why idle? Surface in... Yeah, we're not in daylight. We need to be in daylight so for this to work. Ah, but now you can see there's the cone, the thing that we're scanning. There we go. So once we're actually in daylight, this will work better. So actually this this is going to take a while because we basically need to go one entire month before it will have scanned the surface. So that's going to be interesting. Assuming that this is tidally locked. It may not be tidally locked, actually. There we are. Now it should be working. And... there we are! Ta-da! Look at that. That's what we've scanned so far because we went over the pole. That's why it's so wide. But if we accelerate now, you can see it's moving down. Refresh the map. Yes. Yes. So yeah, now you can see it's basically doing this sort of back and forth shape. And now we can see bumps. Yeah, we can see highlands, midlands, poles, lowlands, all of this stuff. So it is working. And the solar panels are more than enough to give us electricity throughout this. Because in the nighttime, this won't use electricity anyway, because it only functions in the day. Which, I know that I did read that, but I kind of forgot. Is this... I need to disable this engine shutdown, yes. There we are. Right, so actually... let's read stuff. While I just leave you with this very nice image of us slowly orbiting Minmus. And I do mean slowly. Our orbital speed is only 112 meters a second. So we're actually going really very slowly for an orbital speed, I think. Yeah, boss? Yeah, so I tried to land on the North Pole, but Wolverhampton always got in the way. Like, it just wouldn't let me. Wolverhampton. If you get the joke, hands up. Why? Please explain the joke. Oh, fancy. I like the telephones ringing. XDXD. Whoa. What do you mean telephone ringing? Do you mean the modem type sound? XDXD. Whoa. That is creepy. Whoa. Exactly. XDXD. Wow. I think we're not alone on Min. Ooh, that clip. Let's see. Where's that from? I think that's probably that bit with the shadow. Yeah, it looks like it is. Yeah, there we go. Ooh, mountains. Grassland? What is this? Shout eyes. Would it be nice if Minmus had rivers? So it's basically like the guys are just sitting at Kerbal Space Center, and like they're looking at maps. Okay, let's see. Okay, wait, getting data. Okay, yes, mountains, grassland. Wait, grassland? This is the wrong map. This is the map of our backyard. No, get us the right map. Should would it be good in Minmus at rivers? Well, rivers of what? Do you mean rivers of water? Because that would have interesting connotations. Yeah. Never used the scan mod before, so I'm afraid I can't be of assistance at this point in time. Or that point, or this, or this. Oh, and that. It has! It's done loads! Good on ya, Med Launch Mark 1. You've done a lot for us. So, are there mountains on Minmus? I think it's only highlands. I don't think there are mountains on Minmus. Let's refresh this map. Lowlands, highlands, midlands, poles. I don't think there are. Shadow's hint. I could have replaced Wolverhampton with Birmingham and would have still worked. You want to get to the North Pole, but you can't because Wolverhampton or Birmingham is in the way. Do you mean because you're south of that city? I don't know. And yeah, telephone was regarding the modem sound. XD, backyard, yeah. Shadow's water, yeah, maybe. Well, that gets a bit more complicated. Joke explanation. The joke was that Wolverhampton is a town in the Midlands, and you accidentally went there when you wanted to land on the pole. Oh, I see. Yeah, I get it now. Okay, so now let's head back to... Actually, you know what? Let's just see if we can do any more science here at all. Let's just one more run around just to be sure. I don't think we'll be able to, but let's try. No. Okay, so let's go. Let's go back to Space Center. There's a crow there, and it's looking around, which, I mean, to be honest, that's a pretty reasonable thing to do. Okay. You'll do a runaround, eh? A runaround? No. Oh, it's nighttime here. Oh, that's interesting. Haha. Oh, and there's the moon. Right there. So, let's see. Oh yeah, we've got just under 300 signs again. So that's really nice. Let's research some more stuff. We don't need a winch. We don't need the grabbers or stuff like that at the moment. Although actually, what's this? Oh, extract surface sample. Oh, so this is the thing that maybe the crew can do, but maybe you can do it this way without having to have crew on board. Ooh, station arm. Docking node. Ooh. Ah, construction crane. This crane works well as a capsule retrieval device or for picking up wayward oh, it's oh, right. So this isn't the actual thing that allows us to build stuff in space then. Disappointed. Anyway, right, bigger landing legs might be useful. Heat shields we've got. I want stuff that allows us to go further, basically. Do we need the orbital more maneuvering thrusters and stuff? That might be useful. Station core. Maybe the command modules, actually. Although, I would like to build a space station. Okay, what I would like to get to is I would like to be able to have a mining outpost or a space station. Ah, this is what I want! The mobile processing lab, look at that! That is really useful because the mobile processing lab, what this does is experiment management, which means onboard testing facilities, a piece of paper and pen with a pencil, a piece of paper with a pencil, to certify astronaut blah blah blah, can be used to increase Kerbal levels without returning to KSC. So what this does is you can research stuff in here. You can take science and put the science in this thing, and then it will generate more science. The more you have, the more you get out. So, with the mobile processing lab, you can conduct long-term experiments and ongoing research with the data you collect in the field. Be sure to check back on your scientists from time to time. Yes, transmit the results back to the research home, to their research home. Yes, this model is guaranteed to spontaneously combust less than previous models. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, so that we're definitely getting that, because in this we're getting universal storage stuff, EVA X, which carries it's a jetpack. It's got stuff, antenna. I don't know. I'm not sure. We've got the observation modules, panorama. We've got service airlocks. We've got inflatable habitation module, which is nice. We've got, I think that's a... Yeah, we've got 2 ladders, I think. We've got more storage, fuel canisters, we've got containers. Oh, the resource mapper, that's what I wanted! That's what I wanted! Because this is, Wait, what? Oh, so this is only on that point. Oh, I see. So, mapping that works well at low orbital altitude. Wait, what? Low orbital altitudes? Oh, scan and... Oh, no, it's okay. It's okay, it doesn't have to be landed. Okay, yeah, so altitude is the best 70 kilometers, minimum 20. So, again, and this also requires daylight. However, this is... Oh, hello, Ross. Welcome. I'm just unlocking the stuff that I wanted to unlock in KSP. Science mode. Hello. So, this thing is really, really important. The resource mapper, the scan-R resource mapper, because this will tell us where resources are on the planet, so that when we unlock the drills, we can actually set up a refueling station on the moon or on Minmus, and so we can build a big vessel in space. We can ship it up part by part, and we can actually ship up the containers empty, which means we need less fuel to build it in orbit. Then we can get it over to Minmus or the moon, and then we can refuel it there, fill it up, and since we're already in space, we don't have to use any of that to get out of the atmosphere. And we can just launch from there to wherever we're going. That should make it so much easier. So we need the resource mapper for this. So that's really, really good. Wait, what workshop? Workshop produce small part is to produce small part of the cellular base. I'm not sure what that. Oh right, these are the landed base things. Okay, so that's really, really good. And we've got a guitar. Not sure what that's useful for. Snacks and stuff. Orbital telescope. Ooh, what does that do? This telescope makes things that are far away look like... Alright, yes, of course. Using lower high orbits. Not for use during atmospheric flight. Okay. What does this do? Oh, this scan mode terrain. Collect data. Okay. Not useful for asteroid samples. Okay, that's good. And we've got the orbital telescope. Oh no, that was the orbital telescope, was it? No. No, that's the universal storage one. Oh, I see. This is just a different version of it. Okay. And then we've got protective railing and all that sort of stuff, which is also really useful. So yes, we're definitely unlocking this. Let's read chat, actually. Motorcycles are causing a racket outside my window. Well, I'm glad they're not in here. Yes. Well, one floor down as well. Hey, nice. Pencil, what? So it's like a science multiplier? Yes. But the thing is, the more science you have in there, the more total science you're going to get out. If you've only got 10 science in there, then you might only get a small multiplier of maybe times 1.1 or something like that. If you've got 20 science in there, then you're going to get a multiplier of maybe 1.15 or 1.2, something like that. The more you've got in there at the same time, the more total you're going to get out. So does it double it? Hey, hello Ross. Hey, how are you? Good, thanks. Can go at work tomorrow. All right, good to hear. You're good. I finish at 11:30 tomorrow night. Ah, right, I see. That's late. As I work at a sporting venue. I see. Was about to ask. Lol, as there is a rugby match on, but I do security. Oh, I see. Ah, gotcha. Okay, so this is definitely a thing we want. Oh, and here we've got more scanning tech. Oh, we've got surface scanners, we've got survey scanner. This is really what I want. But that costs 300 science. Okay, we've got a little bit more to unlock. So what should we get? Let's see. Oh, these ones don't work because, yeah. Let's see. Do we have anything for 60 that we could unlock? I'm not sure. Well, we've got stuff up here, but we've got the aeronautics, the avionics thing, sorry. Subsonic flight. It's really only this one, the small propulsion systems. So let's actually, yeah, let's get that as well. Okay, so we've got stuff. Okay, so I think our first course of action is to put a scanning satellite around the moon, because that's going to be the likeliest candidate for us to set up a mining base, because it's not on a tilt. So we need to do that first, so that when we do other missions, that's already running along. So let's do that. Let's quickly do that. It shouldn't take long. Should not take long. Okay, let's actually load Med Launch. Yes. Med Launch Mark 1. Which is our previous ship. And we actually don't need most of this. Actually don't need most of this. Yeah. I think we can just, we should just be able to strap all the stuff to this bit. So if we get rid of that, then we can basically get rid of most of this, actually. Yeah. Let's get rid of all of that stuff. We want the solar panels. We want, of course, the probe core. Let's put the... I always lose this thing. Where is it? I'm searching for the... Is it in utility? Might be in utility. I'm searching for the universal storage thing. Or is it in structural? No. Aerodynamics, ground, no. Why do I always lose this thing? Cargo! Oh, of course it's... Is it in cargo? Payload! No, payload. Air intake. No, payload. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, 4 bay 1 should be fine. Let's extend this a bit. Sure, like that maybe. Now, what I need is I need the thing that allows me to get materials. So, universal storage orbital scanner. This will get us... Where's that one I wanted? Advanced thing. I don't want to put on the wrong one because I've put on the wrong... Oh, this one, the resource mapper. Yes, that's what I wanted. ScanSat. Okay. So, no. Like what? Like where does this need to go? Oh, does it not have an attachment point like that? Okay, well in that case, let's just put it down just there, basically. Okay, that's what I wanted there. Let's just put all the telescopes we have on there. Orbital telescope. This one gets us terrain data. So, like here, probably, maybe a bit further up, so it doesn't conflict. And this also has an animation, yes. Oh, it's pointed that way. Okay, then close that. And actually, I want to place it the other way around then, in that case. So there. Okay, what else do we have? I don't think we're going to need the mobile processing lab for this. Multispectral scanner, this scans... For what? Biome and visual low-res. Biome, visual low-res, resource low-res. Alright, this with the resource low-res, and this is what? Resource high-res. Okay, so we don't need this one. However, actually, what does this scan? This scans terrain. So, if I want to have a bit more in terms of the biome map, and actually putting this scanner on here would also help. Just having it like there. Actually, I think we should probably have those the other way around, thinking about it. So like that and then that up here. Okay, so we've got the scanners. We of course, actually no, it's already got an antenna on it. Yes, good. We've got solar panels. We do not need this thing on here at the moment. What else do we need? Well, not much really. Oh, this thing gives us altimetry low res. Ah. Sure, let's put that on. Altimetry is the height map, basically. So let's just put that on like there. That's just roughly in the center, I think. Actually, I think I need to move it over a slight bit. Like that. Okay, so now we've got these types of sensors on here. This gives us... Okay, that's just science stuff. We've already got the science things, I think. The science from a carbon... from low or medium orbit, I think. So we don't need any of this other stuff. However, I do want, of course, fuel. So, actually, let's extend this a bit more. Actually, no, let's put the fuel up... no. Let's... okay. Would this attach? I'm not sure if that would attach. Let's see, if we extend this a bit more, could we just theoretically... No, that wouldn't work. That's not the right attachment for this. However, we've got other stuff. Payload. Let's see. Let us see, indeed. These ones, yes. Let's have this. Oh, is this one planetary basics? That's the one? Ew, that's too big. That is huge. That thing. Where is the attachment for that? I don't want to spend too long looking for it. 5? Maybe that, no. Tell you what, it doesn't matter. I'll just extend this a bit. Now, what engines do we have? We've got the small ones. Which, this one is one of them, I think. Yes. Actually, they might be under here. Some of them. No, that's okay. Right, so, what I need... What is this one? Hummingbird landing engine. No, I want an orbital engine. Landing stuff. Hydrogen. This is Erebus. No, this one is quite a small one. Maybe that one. Jet. No, jet's not going to be very useful. The ant. That looks like the sort of stuff I wanted. Ooh, what does this one need? Monopropellant. Orbital maneuvering engine. That sounds reasonable. Sure. What does this need? Monopropellant. Yeah, lots of monopropellant. It's got gimbling. And, okay. Let's use the orbital, the LV95. Sure. Let's put on our monopropellant stuff. These ones, maybe. Okay, let's actually reduce that a bit in size. And then let's add... How much does this contain? 20. And this one? No, that is that one. That's not what I meant. This one contains 120. Okay, let's just put on a whole bunch of these ones then. They fit better with a profile anyway. Let's put on like 3 of them. And then let's put on this one, which is the orbital maneuver engine, which it does drain it so very slowly. Okay, that's all good. We need batteries, yes. Batteries, yes. Let's put on the universal storage ones because we can have these mirrored. And I do want quite a few batteries because this thing is going to be on the night side of the planet. I want it to work there without issue. So we actually need maybe a few more solar panels as well. 1 by 6 maybe, some more of these ones. Actually, you know what? I can just add more here. So we can have just 4 of them. Extend all. Well, maybe even more than 4, actually. If we have these, and then we can do maybe... Yeah, like that. No, that's too many. Let's do it like that, sure. Okay, so we've got electric started. We've got an antenna. We've got the fuel. I hope that should be... Well, that should be enough. And we probably won't even need to use this because... Actually, you know what? Okay, let's see if we can do it without this big stage, because I think that's a bit too much for this. So actually, we're not. Actually, we are going to the moon. I'd forgotten. Let's undo that if we can. Can I undo that or not? Yes, I can. Great. Okay, so let's try it like this. Well, after I've put on an aerodynamic cone. Yeah, so we need a decoupler, a smaller one. No, that one's too big. That one, nope, that's too big. This one? Nope, still too big. That one, much too big. I want a smaller one, come on. Hopefully I've got a smaller one. No, that's a docker. I don't need a docker. I think I may not have... Oh, this one! Ah, there we are. That's the one I need. Now I need to... has this... No, that's... Okay, now I need the nose cone thing, the aerodynamic cone. No, it's not that. I need a transition piece. This one. Okay, place that there. There we go. So firstly, all that stuff down there fires, that's good. Then those fires, that decouples, that works fine. Then decouple that, fire that. Decouple that, fire that. I'll read chat quickly, because there might be some input there. Gotcha. So, are you inside of the actual playing field parameters or outside? I'm outside, doing bag searches, and then I go into the venue. Oh, I see. Alright, that makes sense. Thanks. Good luck for tomorrow then. I hope everything goes well. Yes. Shredder's, good thing you played that animation. Otherwise, it'd have been attached the wrong way around. Dun. Never saw the hummingbird engine before. Too many? Way too many? Resolar panels? Well... maybe not. Launch is imminent. Warning. Ding, ding, ding. Okay, let's call this one Med Launch Mark 1 Scanner. Okay, let's try this. That is everything, I hope. Lights. I forgot lights. They're not necessarily needed. However, I would like to have some. Oh, I'm like that. Lights on. There we are. Should be good. Now let's save and let's try this. Too many? Why too many? Oh, why too many? Yes, I see. Why, not way. Why too many, I asked. Some have facing down as well. Have some facing... no, we're not going to land this at all. It has no science stuff on it. This is just to get as much info on the moon as we can to know where the best places to land for a mining stuff, which ideally would be on the equator, because that is on the galactic plane. Actually, let's fast forward till morning. There we are. Okay, it's daytime. Gotcha. Oh, we're starting at night. No, we're not. Okay, let's start. SAS maybe on? Do we have any? Oh. Well, that's not good. Haha. We need to restart this. Revert flight. Because, yes, revert launch. Because it, it ran out of electric charge sitting on the launch pad. Not sure what I was using it for, because SAS was off. Maybe just the probe itself uses it. Oh, we're starting at night. Oh, no. Oh, well. So first thing I want to do now... yeah, we are draining it quite rapidly. Let's extend all of our solar panels so that when it's daytime, we will have power. Fast forward. There we go, we're regaining power. That's nice. Now that we've got some power, I'll retract them if I can, yes, so that they would get blown off. So let's retract them. And let's launch. Let's go. Because the engines will actually also generate power, because they've got alternators in them. Okay, so we want to get into an equatorial orbit first, because we want to get to the moon. Let's reduce the power a bit. Look at the particles! That is the waterfall mod, by the way. That makes these particles look as good as they do. Throttle back a bit. Don't want to be going too fast, but also don't want to decelerate. At least not at the moment. Okay, that's all good. Technically, theoretically, we should be starting our gravity turns somewhere around now, but I don't want to use our RCS stuff for this stage because, well, we need it to pilot our thing up top, so Don't want to use that. But we are getting quite high up now, so I think we can start our turn. Probably now. Yeah, now should be a good time to start our turn. Let's go. And let's not flip it. Come on. Nope, do not flip it, please. Please, please. No. Blue flames. Yes, very lovely. But no, please don't flip it. There we go. Detach. Oh, that looked like it. Is that okay? I think that's okay, but it looks like we did accidentally over... Yeah. We lost that... That's okay. But we did lose our ability to control the craft, unfortunately. However, we're still gaining height, so we should have it now. Also, this is quite bendy, which isn't great. Okay, so off to a great start already. This is so wobbly. No, don't be this wobbly. Okay, now full power. Yes, yeah, we managed it. Don't worry. Okay, I want to get our apoapsis height above 70 with this angle. Which we're at soon. 70. I want to get to maybe like 80 or 75 or something like that. Sure, 80. And now we need to circularize. Add maneuver. Circularize. Okay, now let's aim at the maneuver. That is really quite bendy at the front. Yeah, I should probably put some struts on that. Okay. Yes. I think what's messing it up is that reaction control wheel at the front. If I disable this reaction control wheel... Oh, by the way, we need to open these solar panels now. If I disable this reaction control wheel... toggle torque. Is this going to be a bit better now? Yeah, now it's much more stable. Bit harder to control, but it's much more stable. So yeah, I think that was what was messing it up. Okay, so we need to burn... Actually, we need to burn now. There we are. Almost missed it. That's Joule again. That little green dot down there, that's Joule. Which is our green gas giant. We're going there, and so we're accelerating in this direction. Yes, I know, it does make complete sense. And we've got all these lights on now. That's useful. And they don't use that much electricity either, I think. Yeah. Okay. They do, of course, use a bit, but not that much. Okay, we are about to have circularized soon. Let's see. And swap. There we go. That's good. Yes. So now we need an encounter with the moon. We should get that about there, maybe. Just expand this out. Retract it a bit. There-ish. There we go. Encounter right there. Go a bit faster. Well, maybe not that fast. If we move it... Actually, that's interesting. Yeah, let's move it to about there. That should be good. What's our periapsis here? 54 kilometers. Good. We've got our encounter. See how easy it is when you only have one plane to worry about? Okay, now we need to aim the right way. Oh, you can see the moon setting there. Ooh, the moon. Okay, we're about... Hold on, fast forward a bit to cancel out momentum. Yes, it's a bit cheaty, but it's part of the base game, so there we go. Okay, like that. 21 second burn, so we need to start burning at about 10 seconds. Okay, let's move this over a bit more. So we're actually aiming at the thing again. There we are. Okay, and I actually want to watch this from the moon's perspective. So we focus on perspective. So if we focus on this, you can see that is the line. Oh, I need one more thing. I don't want to forget. Important thing. We should be fine, but I don't want to forget it. I do not want to forget to extend our antenna. Will our lights help here? Barely. Where is that antenna? You know, the antenna that we definitely brought. Come on, where is it? We're nearing our thing for burning. Where is it? I thought we brought it. Did we not bring an antenna? There it is. It's within one of the solar panels. Haha. Extend that. There we are. That's a bit glitchy. I should have looked at that, but it works. Okay, we need to burn essentially now. And now let's watch our orbital path get closer and closer and closer until we are in the catchment. Here we are, it's approaching. You can see it's stretching out. Oh, that's too much. Now we're actually crashing into it. That's not what I wanted. Surprisingly. So we want this to be an... Oh, right. I see. Yes, because we need this to be an equatorial orbit, actually. So... No, the opposite. We do not want this to be an equatorial orbit. We want this to be a polar orbit. So we need to get it basically like that. Actually, yeah. Now let's reduce... if we do it like that. And let's see if we change this a bit. Will this help or hinder? Okay, I want to get it to about 70 kilometers. 75, that should be good. We're in a polar orbit, which is what we need. So now, aim at the thing. We need a 1 second burn in 17 minutes. Yeah, that should be no issue. Okay, so if we're here, you can see now, this is such an overly... Oh, this is such an over-designed launch vehicle for this. Yeah, we don't really need this. This is designed to put heavier stuff into much further away orbits, but it's better to be a bit over-prepared than to be under-prepared. And in this case, it's not costing us anything either. So... alright, 42 seconds until we've got the thing, the maneuver node coming up. We don't really need... Okay, now I'm just going to fire it... Never mind, slow down. There we are. Wait, what? Why don't we have... Why don't we have electric charge? Oh! We're on the night side. No, we need to actually accelerate beyond this until we've got... There we go, we've got electric charge back, which means that we can now accelerate, but... It will have messed up our maneuver node slightly. Not too much, hopefully. You can see our path changing, and a bit more. There we go. There we go, that's great. Now we just need to circularize there. Press that button. It looks like even this will all be doable with this stage alone. So actually, we might just leave this in orbit just as a fuel source. We might just be able to use this fuel for something else. If we leave it in lunar orbit. Because if we're not going to touch this, then we might as well leave it there for as... I mean, we've got the fuel pump with a mod. Which... yeah, the fuel pump, which we can attach to basically... anything we want, and transfer fuel from one vessel to another one without having them docked or anything like that. Which is really, really useful. So, yeah, it's not wasted. Well, that will remain seen. Well, that we will see that when we actually use it. If we never use it, then yes, it will still be a waste. But it's potentially not a waste. Okay, 6 seconds, so we need to burn when we've got 3 seconds left. Hopefully we've still got control over everything. Yes, that's all good. We've got power. Okay, it's about a minute off. 10. Oh, actually, it's 3, 2, 1. Ignition. I know, I need to do the sound effects for you to be able to notice. Okay, there we are. What does that look like? Good. 82 versus 75. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. Okay, there we are. We're actually orbiting this way, so we actually have sun for half of it. That's good. Here we are. And we actually still have stuff left over in this tank. Look at that. We've still got... Okay. That is so immensely, so much more than I wanted originally. So that actually I am going to decouple it here, because I don't want this to interfere. And I'm going to rename this craft. So if we decouple that little decoupler there, decouple that, then you can see, now we've only got the thing that I intended to get into orbit with. Lights working, which is, yeah, nice. Ooh. Okay. So now, actually, can I rename this from here? I might not be able to. Can I switch craft? No, that's it. That's set it as a target. Okay, anyway, doesn't matter. Why are we in shadow? Oh, we're in shadow, of course. Huh, probably not a good idea to start the thing here. No. No, we need to actually go all the way around underneath until we get back into the sunlight. There we are. Back in sunlight. And you can see that's actually drifted away because of our momentum that we had from the decoupling. So let's turn on the light so we see what we're doing. So this telescope, oh, this can be, coordinate axis can be targeted on something. I don't know. I do not know what that is for, so I'm not going to use it at the moment. Can it do science here? No. Okay, so this can do toggle shutter. Oh, it can do science. Okay, well then transmit that bit. I thought this wasn't only for science. Anyway, this thing, let's do the resource scanner first. So is this happy? I think so. Start scan. Yes, good. The thing opens up. We are scanning, which is good. Let's have a look at our scan set mod. Not for... you can see these in our time warping, these are all the orbits that our other probe has completed on Minmus. Yeah? So if we go over to the moon, this is what we're currently doing. And I need to switch over to our, well actually, resources, I guess this will work. So if we look over here, you can see this is what we've scanned, and so far ore density is 0.63% here. Which isn't ideal, however, it is scanning, which is useful. We've also got this thing, which will hopefully be happy. Start that scan. Good, this is biomes, visual, low resolution. Didn't we pack something else? Isn't this thing supposed to log visual observations? No, that is the science thing, I don't want that. Isn't this supposed to give us visual data as well? I thought... Toggle shutter. What does toggle shutter do? Is that going to extend it? Is that all it does? I think that might be all it does. I thought I packed a thing that gives us... I'm not sure what this does. Or is this the thing? I honestly don't know. Anyway, we might have packed a thing that may not be entirely needed. This thing. Aha. Altimetry data. Start the scan. And yeah, we're still producing more power than we need at the moment. Stop. This is a radar scan. Analyze data. That we don't need. Okay, so now if we click on this, on the map. Refresh it. So we're actually getting multi-resolution scan, visual low resolution, and resource high resolution. So we can actually see we've got our biome data as well. So if we click on this bit here, you can see we've got our poles, and we've got Highland stuff. Yeah, Highlands. Alright, this on the side is only our biome. Yeah, so our biome map has a larger field of view than our resource map. So if we actually turn off... No, that's our color map. That's what I want. No. Orbit overlay, that's okay. We've got day-night as well, but that doesn't matter at the moment. Map type, biome. We've got... Do we have visual data as well? Oh, we do. Good. Slope? Oh, yes, because we've got the altimetry thing. So we've got our height data here. Altimetry. No, this is altimetry. That was slope data. Maybe it's both. Anyway, so yes, we've got all of our stuff, how high up things are. But if we go back to biome, you see this middle thing is actually our resource scanner. So you can see at the moment we've only... Oh, actually, the pole has got a resource, an ore abundance, let's say, of... Actually, you can't see it. Hold on. If I move this up a bit. You can see at the bottom here, it'll be displayed. You can see ore of 0.63%. If we look up a bit further, you can see that it goes down to 0.49% and then up to 0.89%. In the Midlands, but that's not really that useful for us at the moment because we really need more than 0 point something %. So, yes, is this displaying stuff? Okay, so now what we can actually do, we could just let this do its thing, but I actually wanted to complete an orbit. So we actually re-enable this map. See if I fast forward, you can see us going up and over as we're completing an orbit, but it is only going to do that during the daytime, I think. So there we are. Now if I refresh this map, you should see it updating. Oh, that's interesting. You can see it's updated. It hasn't done it at nighttime, so we actually do need to wait a full month for this to work. But you can see here, this purple stuff, this is actually a bit of a higher ore density. Yeah, because here the density is 3.17% in the polar crater, which is interesting, don't you think? That's on the crater, 3.17%, surrounded by essentially nothing, if I've read this correctly. And this is only ore, because we can change the resource to mod resource. For example, this is alumina, and alumina we've got 11.75%. We've got dirt, if we have any. I don't think we do. Oh, we've got 14% dirt, yes. Exotic materials, minerals, 5% up here. It seems to really be focused around the poles here. Interesting. Gypsum is a resource we've got because we've got the community resource pack. We've got carbonite maybe. We've got metallic ore, minerals, and this scans for everything like this. So if we need, for example, water, which we don't need, but if we did, you can see we do have some amount of water up here. Interesting that this doesn't actually fully connect. And this can, of course, this stuff can be refined into other stuff. For example, for uranite, which is basically a standard for uranium, which we do have a little bit up here. But our main one will be ore, just the general ore. So actually, if we fast forward a bit more, let's fast forward a little bit more. Just a few orbits. like that. Do we actually still have electricity? Yeah, we should have electricity for the entire duration of our trip. Right? If we fast forward, then... no. Our batteries just aren't big enough. We're losing electricity for a bit, but it doesn't work at night either. Anyway, so... ah, you can see we've got a far side crater down here, in this little bit. And here, we've also got 6.37% ore. Whereas up here, what was it? 3.67 was 3.17. So actually, this is actually really quite close to the equator. You can see this is the equator here. So our latitude 0%. So this is the equator line right here. And there we've got 6.37% ore. So this, unless we find something that has a location that has more density, ore density on the equator, this is probably where we're going to put our mining operation, because again, it's on the equator, so we don't need to do any fancy orbital plane adjustments to get here, to land here, or to go. So we can just go from Kerbin, or from wherever we're coming from, and mostly Kerbin, probably, and get into an equatorial lunar orbit, which is great because that's on the plane of the solar system, or most of it anyway. And then we can just... we'd probably have our dedicated transfer vehicles here. They'd probably just... they would, of course, be mining while we're fast-forwarding, always be mining, processing the ore as well. However... that can run while we're not here. We will need a lot of power for those. I'm talking so much power because I want that to go through on the dark side as well. And since that will take a month, because I think this moon is in fact also tidally locked to Kerbin, we will need to have enough battery power. Either enough battery power to last us half a month, or... we need to have generators on there that do not require solar power. I'm probably gonna... I mean, we could have things like fission or fusion reactors. However, that's much further down the line, and that is not renewable. If we've just got enough solar panels down here to get this done, so we can... and enough batteries to get this done, that's gonna be better. So then we can just process the ore... well, mine the ore, process the ore non-stop, basically. And then when we have a ship here that needs fueling, we can launch those transfer vehicles, and either we can have docking ports, just docking ports, or we could have that remote pump system where you can go out, you can attach it basically. You can actually, yeah, you do need attachment points. So yeah, we need to attach it to an oh. I've just had a thought, maybe the other fuel canister won't work then. I need to fiddle with that a bit. Maybe I can attach the attachment points with EVA. That may be a thing. Anyway, yes. So yeah, that's an option. We can do that, and then refill our craft here in an equatorial orbit, and then just go off to wherever we're going on an equatorial orbit. And that will be very, very useful, I should think. Okay, here we are. You can see it's up there, it's just going around in circles. I'm not sure if that fuel tank will be useful after all, or will not be useful. No. If we switch to this, if we switch to the fuel tank quickly, I want to rename it, then, yeah. I want to quickly rename it. Come on. Is there a way is there a decoupler or something that I can select to rename this vessel? Because I don't know, I don't think so. Okay, so we'll do that from the space center, then from the tracking station. because you can actually rename stuff. Also, we did send back a little bit of science, so that should be useful. Let's see how much it is. It should be like in the 30s, I think. Yeah, 55, yeah, it's because we had some left over. So let's go to the tracking station, rename our thing. This one, yes. Wait, is this the... No, I need debris as well. Oh, now I don't know which one's which one. Wait a minute. Which one is which one? Can I have info on this, please? Is there any way I can have more info on this? Info. Total mass 0.1 tons, and this one 10 tons. Okay, so this one's the one we... Okay, I'll terminate this one. Yes. Because, well, it's in the way. This debris, that'll just... yeah, we can get rid of that later. Anyway, so this thing, this piece of debris, can I rename it anywhere? I thought I could rename it. How can I rename it? Can I not rename it? If so, that is a bit disappointing. I might need to right click on a control module, which of course this doesn't have. So yeah. Anyway, let's quickly have another look at one last look at our Minmus thing. Yeah, you can see this is already getting a bit more clear. We've got Great Flats, Lowlands, Midlands, Highlands, and Greater Flats. Okay, so we've got the Great Flats and we've got the Greater Flats. I'm not sure which one we went to. Okay, but you can see that how this is working. It doesn't have a probe core anymore. That's the issue. It's just the tank that's in space. It doesn't have a probe core. That's, I think, why I can't rename it, because I need to right-click on a control module. Yeah. But anyway, you can see we are making good progress. And actually, we haven't even landed anyone on either the moon or Minmus. These are all just automated things. And we can get so much more science if we land actually there, because then we can do crew reports and science, and we can reset our experiments as well. So, and you can see we're only doing that on this little bit. And when we zoom out, you can see these question mark things are actually asteroids. So there's an E-class one, a huge one. A huge asteroid there. Large, gargantuan. Ooh. Huge, huge, medium. So this object right here, if I click this button, we can track this. This is a gargantuan asteroid. So if I click this button, track, you can see it will actually come into our range in 54 days. Ooh. I can't see it, but we can actually capture those asteroids. That might be a fun project. And these are stock, these asteroids. So this one, we're now tracking, which means it's got a name, it's an actual object. The other ones will just disappear and reappear. We can stop tracking it, or terminate it. But basically what can happen is, at the moment, it's going to go past here at a... I'm not sure what the speed is. But anyways, it's going to go past Kerbin. It is within Kerbin's sphere of influence, but it's going to be way further out than we've gone so far. You can see that our little sphere of influence, where we've gone around in circles, is just about here. That's the range of minimus there. And you can see that this would require us to go not only this far, but this far out. So we could, in theory, if we had the grabber arm unlocked, which we don't at the moment, I think, but if we did, then we could go down here, grab it, and then return with it. That might be fun. But I think that that is not a concern at the moment, because we don't have it. But yeah. Ooh, it's just, there's so... Look, Eve! Eve is beckoning. It's waiting. Look at that. We can go here. And this is just all clouds at the moment. You can see thunderstorms over here. Ooh, look at that. Look at all this weird thunder, lightning we've got going on here. But yeah, we can go here, and it's just so difficult to get to. I've never gotten here. We've got a moon to go to here as well, Gilly. And that's just one planet over. I mean, if we wanted to go here, it would probably be better. I'm not sure. We would need to go when it's behind us. Actually, yeah, because it's catching up. So our launch window would probably be when it is around here, maybe? I'm guessing? I have not done this. But if we want to go to a thing like Duna, for example, which is up here, which is the Mars equivalent, then, and by the way, Eve I think is Venus equivalent, if I'm remembering correctly, and Moho Mercury. Anyway, Duna, if we wanted to go here, we'd need to wait for it to be, I guess, about here, maybe? And then go out, because this is on a large orbit, so it's moving slower than us. So when we're catching up to it, we need to keep that speed to basically go a bit faster and then go over and catch it. At least that's what I'm thinking. It might be the other way around. Again, I've not done this, but from my understanding, that's how that works. And yeah, if we want to go to Duna, we can already zoom in, essentially look through our telescope, and there it is. I mean, that looks pretty much quite a bit like Mars, though. And you can see this has got lightning on it as well, little flashes of lightning. At least I think it's lightning, or it's bugs. I think it's lightning, though. And anyway, ice caps, and you can see the lovely atmosphere here. And yeah, and the thing is here, parachutes would work because it's got an atmosphere, same as on Eve. We can go over here to Ike. It's moon. We can land here as well if we wanted to. There's just so much stuff we can go to. Let's have a look at Moho. There you go. And we've seen this, and let's have another look at. And if we're here, can look at how bright the sun is because of how close it is. And the planet we see most often in the sky is actually Jewel, which is all the way over here, because this is actually so huge that we can see it from so far away so easily. And this one also has lightning on it. Yeah, lightning storms there. Ooh, eclipse. Anyway, but yeah, this is a gas giant. We can't land on this one. Here, if we just go below a certain altitude, it'll just explode. But it does have an atmosphere, so we can actually enter the atmosphere. However, the issue with that is that is so massive that we need to be going so incredibly fast around it. We need to be going so very, very fast around it to stay in orbit that if we slow down to deorbit ourselves, as soon as we get into the atmosphere, we're just going so incredibly fast that we'd burn up. So getting into the atmosphere here is going to be really, really difficult if we want to do that, but I don't see why we would. Also, not sure if this is picked up on stream, but it does have a slight ring to it. If we look here, you can see the ring in this area. I think there's a mod that adds this little ring. But you can see there is a very, very faint ring there. More like Uranus. The rings of Uranus, I think. Just like that little ring. Oh, and another very, very faint one out here as well. Yeah, it must be. It must be. Then we can go here. And we can land here with parachutes as well. Ooh, and this has got lots of water. At least I think it's water. Lots of liquid. You can see these here. Let's have a look. Ah well, engage lights 3. 20 point go. Ouch. Ouch. Yikes. Wow, nice. 1 watt to worry about. Didn't catch a thing. Ah, there it is. Fuel transfer. Neat. Now that is nice. Precision. The quality of being precise. Ah, that's nice. Minimus scans. Wow, it must have been so difficult to make this mod. Scan. Yeah, probably. Looks really in-depth. It is. Ooh. Ores. Crater ores. Close to the equator. Wow. You are a very useful orbit. A very useful little orbits can do big things, yes. Especially if you've heard of the O-birth effect. And see how many moons this has. Just think about how much fun we've had exploring only 2 moons. And here this one has so many. Now how many does it have? It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 moons. So imagine just getting here, all the way out to this planet, and then having to do all that, you can do all that on the other moons as well. I've got one with an elliptical orbit as well, which is very eccentric. Like literally it's the eccentric orbit. But we can go out a bit further to Ilu, which is kind of Pluto's equivalent, I think. Quite dark, quite small. This only has a... Okay, so... can I go back to... Not unknown object. So for example, of course, Kerbin has a gravity of 1g. The Moon has a gravity of 0.1g. And Minmus of 0.05g. So the Moon is 0.1g. If we go all the way out to Ilu, this has a gravity of 0.17g. So I think it was 0.17. The other one, what was that? I'm not sure if it was exactly 1. Hold on. I'll be with you shortly. I don't want to go to Eve. I want to go to the Moon. 0.17 versus 0.16 versus 0.17. So Ilu is barely larger or more massive than our Moon. So it's only got an equatorial radius of about 210 kilometers. So yeah, it's very small. But here it counts as a planet, because here we don't have all these other similarly sized things floating around, and you can see how far away and tiny the star is. This is the same star that was, I mean, just compare this. We're out here, look at that star, all the way up by Ilu. Just look at how small that is. And the thing is, solar panels will also be less effective the further away you get. And then if we go up to Moho, yeah, and then we look at it, look at that, how incredibly bright and intense that is. By the way, Moho has a gravity of 0.27 Gs. And that will actually be an issue if we manage to if we want to go to other stars. Because in interstellar space, it is dark. It is so dark. Because otherwise, if solar panels would work in interstellar space, they'd also work at night. Which they don't. So we would need some other type of generator for that. Probably a nuclear fission generator, or fusion. Could be fusion. If we're going interstellar, probably fusion generators, or antimatter generators, stuff like that. But then just imagine going here to cull the little moon, planet. Huh, this has such a tiny gravity. Actually, is it that tiny? No, yeah. This has a tiny gravity of 0.1 Gs. This is less than our Moon. It's only got a 100-kilometer radius. So this thing is really easy to land on. Not quite as, it's twice as hard to land on as Minmus. There we are. But just look at the view. And that's what you really explore space for, isn't it? The view. Anyway, we've gone past 10 o'clock. I think that's probably going to be it. I think it's probably going to be it for this stream. And this planet actually has another moon. There we go. Ooh, that looks nice. Look at those colors. Ooh. Gravity of 0.26 Gs. Oh, and look, it's an eclipse, so the flare is blocked. Haha. The flare is not blocked like this, but it is like that. That's interesting. And look at how... Look, we're here, and we can actually see the size. We can see the surface of the star, and we zoom out, and you can see the planet just recede away, but the star is not moving. And we zoom out further and further and further, and now the star is finally beginning to move. If we zoom all the way out here, so we can see the entire diameter of the solar system here, of this system, star system, you can see the radius of the star. How big is it? Oh, it's got an equatorial radius of 61,773,560 kilometers and a gravity... A really very low gravity for some reason. That's odd. Why does it say that? Anyway, doesn't matter. Might be a bit buggy. I don't know. Anyway, let's go to this one. Spol. This is the outermost one. Look at how dark this one is. 0.2 Gs. But even here you can see the star there. It's of course got its moon. Roll. Wall. Of course, yeah. So we've got Spol, Roll, and Wall. Anyway, that's gonna be it, I think. Shadows on your face camera looks like you're up there in space yourself. Haha, you're right, it does. It's actually quite comfy here. Also, do you want to see a nice little magic trick? You can see the little light on my microphone. Yes? Well, just keep watching it. Nice magic trick? Is that a nice magic trick? Oh, and there it is again. That is a nice magic trick, isn't it? Anyway, right. Hold on. It's nice. Wait, where have you gone? Ah, there you are. Right click on the probe core to rename it. Does that work? Oh! Thunderbolt and lightning. Yes. Interesting how the lightning strikes on Duna are black. Maybe, I don't know. Ring. Can't be seen on stream. Only the cyan one on the gas giant itself. Oh, yeah. Sador. What was that called? Huh? Sador? What do you mean? Not sure what you mean. The bottom one? Oh, I don't know. Moon of Jewel. Right before this one. Obertheffect? Eh? Will crafts near Moho have a good time picking up energy via solar panels? Yes, if they're not too far away from Moho the other way. Ooh, lovely colors. Shadows, would you like to be on Pol IRL? No. Yes, we can see. Whoa! Your hand, it moved! Like, how did you even do that? That's like, whoa, dude! Yes, it is whoa, dude. Yes, I think I should probably turn on the lights, actually. 1 second. Hold on. Hold on. Are you holding on? That's my question. Are you holding on? Yes? Good. There we are. That's nice, isn't it? Now you can finally see me again. Oh, wait, sorry, no. Sorry. Oh, sorry, you didn't see me. Oh, my mistake. Don't worry about it. Right. Okay. So, I guess that is the stream then. We've gone for 40 minutes over time. I think that should be enough. Yes. I'm really happy with how this went. Let's fast forward to sunrise. Has that changed our map data any? Oh, it has, yeah. Yeah, it's probably just around there somewhere, I'm guessing. Or it's on the night side. It might be on the night side. Yeah, it's probably on the night side. Anyway. Let's have a look at the moon once more. Just once more. Actually, we haven't had a look at our carbon. Oh, well, because, of course, of course, we wouldn't have, because it doesn't really work like that. Because we don't have a satellite in orbit that can scan stuff on carbon. So we've only got that limited amount. We've got the little stripe when we had the suborbital jump, basically. Yes. That tiny little thing there. Actually, on the moon... Yeah, we've got lots of biomes on the moon. On the moon, we've got Midlands, Northeast Basin, East Crater, Northwest Crater, Southwest Crater, Farside Crater, Crayons, Polar Crater, Poles, Polar Lowlands, Highlands, Highland Crater, Midland Craters, East Farside Crater, Twin Craters, Lowlands, and Farside Basin. So these are all the biomes on the moon, which are actually more than on Kerbal. And on Minmus we've got all of these ones. We've got Midlands, Highlands, Midlands, Lowlands, Flats, Greater Flats, Great Flats, Greater Flats, Lesser Flats, Poles, and Slopes. So actually, yeah, we haven't explored everything here, which is nice. We've got reasons to come back. Besides just going for... Oh! Those at the bottom are those are how much how complete it is, the little bars. If you look down here, you can see that this one, visible low resolution and multi-spectral, the bars are going across because we've completed it 64%. 64.9. Actually, if we just refresh this now, will it change? No. That's okay. So that's what that is. Ah, that makes sense. And I think we will probably get a bit of a higher orbit for the... Yeah, we should probably get a higher orbit for the resource stuff, because this way you can see the little stripes with these gaps between the purple, and that's because it hasn't scanned there. It moved around once, and by the time it's moved around once, the moon has already rotated enough that it hasn't scanned this. So we need to do a full run through and then again. But I suppose, well, at the poles it's more obvious. You can see this gap. Yeah, so you can see this gap between the two here. At the pole, at the equator it's obviously more pronounced. Is what I'm saying. So we know, I mean, we don't necessarily have to do it, but because we know that this area here, this bit and this bit have quite a lot of ore, at least for the moon so far. So we can assume that in here would also have ore. But that could be mistaken. That we could be mistaken there. I suppose we'll just have to land and try it out. Okay. Open resource color settings. Oh, okay, that's fine. We don't want to mess with that. We do not want to mess with that. Okay, so that is it then. Let's quit it. That was fun. XD. Well, yeah, I was holding on to me leg. I was. Welcome back. Nice. Good night. Oh, that makes sense. Right. It's a great big universe, and we're already puny. Tiny little specks about the size of Rooney. Yes, 'twas fun indeed. Good. I think I should press this button, yes. Okay. There we go, and this one as well. I actually... Crayons? No. It was crayons, I think. Like, the actual drawing implement. One of the biomes on the moon, I think. Yeah, I think it was with a C and with a Y, I think. Crayons. I think it was spelled... Oh, it may have been canyons. I read it as crayons, but canyons would make more sense. Oh, right. Oh, right. Yeah, probably. But then again, it's a KSP, so it might be crayons. Canyons, probably, yeah. Okay. Yeah, actually. So, yeah, originally, I had planned to do a little bit of a multiplayer thing today. But maybe next week. Maybe. Not sure. We'll see. Anyway, yeah, that's it. Shoutouts, Kangafanga streams on Sundays, building stuff in trains and OMSI, as well as driving trucks and trains. And if you play trains, you know, just have a look on the download station if you want for 2 maps. You know this bit, probably. Central Europe as well as Cornish Railways. Nice. We even had an right moment in the stream. Multiples, in fact. So... one of the ones was why the scanner wasn't scanning, which was too low orbit. Then the second one was why the scanner isn't scanning. Oh, right, because it only works in daytime. So those were some of them. Multiplayer. Oh, sounds very nice. Ah, there we are. You've just entered a verbal contract there. If you do it, I'll be looking forward. Oh, right. You're right. Ah, there's another. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Anyway, that's it then. Good night, everybody. This stream will be archived, as you know, so bye. See you all next week. Thanks for the shout out and cheers for the stream. Yes, bye. Mm-hmm.